Alright, we're out here. I've just got a bit of a start on. I've already bolted the vise on, got this in. That's how far down I've got to take it. I've got my shoulder, my 90-degree cutter on, and I've got to take 8.5mm off each side to bring it down to 32mm roughly to fit inside those things. So they'll be different. I'm going to have to try and come up a little bit higher on those somehow. I might have to, I'm thinking I'm going to have to buy another piece of 4140 bar, get 50mm, because once I've got everything trued, I'm going to try and make stops so I can put the plates in and have them all in exactly the same spot, so I can, then I'll set me DRO. Sounds flash, doesn't it? Digital readout. And then I can do the square holes even, because you know I've measured these this morning and some are 31 and a half, it's supposed to be 32. The other side's bigger than 32, so I'm going to have to probably come up to about 34mm. Now if I take up to 34 on that 40 bar, I'm not going to have a whole lot like to fill that square up. I'm still going to have big round corners on here, and I don't want that. I want it to fit in those holes pretty good, so I'm going to have to go and get myself some bigger 4140 bar, but that's okay. I can handle that because I've got more than enough to do with these until I'll get out there, so get out to get the steel. So I'll set you up in the stand and we'll start doing a little bit of machining there. I'll have to plug this in too because I forgot to charge it. Stay tuned.
Let's do it.
Blunt as hell. Alright, we're all changed. Let's see how we go now, eh? I'm only taking this 1mm at a time because, as you can hear, you know, that's why I keep going through tips, because that's really a ridiculous amount of friggin' backlash. What I'm hoping will happen is I'm expecting a payout from an insurance company. If I get enough, I'm looking to replace the mill and the lathe. So something a little bit better than what I've got now, because this is honestly is crap. And the mill I'm looking at will have quill feed, and the table itself moves up and down, not the head. So, and it's multi-angle, so up and down, side to side. It's going to make things a lot more flexible for what I'm doing. So yeah, I've just got to put up with this one for a bit longer. Alright, that's, I need to take 8.5. I've taken 8, so I'm going to take 8 all the way around, and then leave me a mil bigger, so then I'll test it and see how much exactly I need. Because those holes are far from even, or they look like they could be far from friggin' square too, so yes, I'm not a happy man, but you get that with the big jobs. And now I'm just going to turn it and put it that way so it's up against the fixed jaw, but then make sure it's square. And again, for those that know, I'm not hitting that with a steel hammer, I'm hitting it with a rubber hammer. Alright, now let's see. And again, the same with this one. I'll take it down 8mm, switch it over. Again, I might have to sit, by then I might have to sit it on a parallel strip because it might sink too low to be able to take 8mm off. Alright, that's 2 sides done. Yes, and it's getting warm. What I'll do is I'll finish this off now, and I'll bring you back when I'm ready to try and finish it. Stay tuned. Alrighty, this is what we've got. It almost fits through, but they're tapered, like, you know, you'd think for laser cut material it goes part, oh, that one goes through, some of the others don't. It's just enough. See, that one won't quite go through, but I was going to give that a hit with the file, a quick hit, just a couple of licks with the file. Let's see if that one will go in. Yeah, these ones might be alright, so these are mild steel. Oh, that's not a bad fit, but these ones are harder, so they're just not quite in. And these are the ones that are critical, these are the ones that have got to be spot on. These are just spaces, so these won't matter quite so much. But you still want to get them as close as possible. Look, I mean, that's supposed to be laser cut. Does that look like laser cut? Doesn't look laser cut to me. I think that looks like it's been friggin' plasma cut. It might have been, and they've gone around and chipped the slag off. Yeah, they have, look. See the swipe marks? A laser cut would not do that. Yep, you can see the marks where they've got something and just chipped off. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this in the lathe. We're going to drill a hole here so I can weld a bolt in there. And I've just got to machine that because my vise is not 100% square. So I'm just going to machine into there so that's nice and parallel. When I get it in the lathe and ready to go, I'll bring you back. do that. What I'm going to do now is cut that. Oh Jesus, I've sort of zoomed that all the way in, haven't I? I've got to cut that to fit in that hole that I just drilled and then weld it. But before I do that, I'm going to work out what I'm going to use as a clamp to hold everything on. So once I do that, then I'll know how much I need to cut off this, and then I'll weld that in. Let me bring it back when I've got some stuff sorted. Right, I've gone and got this finished, and what I've worked out, I've done that pretty right. I've taken the flat wheel to all of those and put them on. I do 4 at a time. Oh shit, nearly dropped me grinder. And because it's just a little bit proud, socket. Socket. Washers. Anyway, back to it. The wife just got home and come in to say hi. Put that on and then screw that up. It's a nylock, but that don't matter. I'll get the rattle gun. So that should hold that pretty good, and I can machine, if I've got to face these, I can machine them right down to the socket, and then it won't be much, or yeah, just down there, and I'll put them in the 3-jaw and finish them. These ones will be more so. As I say, these aren't really important, they're just spaces, but they've all got to be the same thickness, and then these have got to match. These have got to be the same thickness. So, but that's way down the track, because once I get these machined and these, then I'm going to have to do the inside before I do the drive shaft for them. So let me get this all back in the lathe ready to go, and we'll bring you back. Righto, there's the first slot bolted on, done it tight. I'm hoping, let me cut out, oh yes, plenty. I don't know how this cutter's going to go, but I'm going to take the first cut, just a sort of partial clean up, and see where we go from there. We won't need a huge speed. Let's see how that one goes. 20. Just let me move you so you've got a slightly better view. How's that look? There we go, it's better. Yeah, I think it's just hard on the outside. See how we go. Class that as cleaned up. It's close. But look, this first one, look. And it was the first one I took a cut of. Oh, you cannot believe how far out they are. Right. Now I'm going to class that as a clean up, and I think I'm going to take 5mm from there. Let me see what we got. 150. 150, so we might make that 145. I'll see how it looks when I'm done. So, the problem again with this lathe is I don't have a digital readout. This is as sloppy as hell. This is the next thing. That'll be if I replace that mill, so I'll replace this piece of shit too. So, right. Well, that's 5 mil, and it's only just cleaned up on a lot of that. You still see the hard spot. You know what? I might take it to 7, because that's only 3.5 mil off the radius. You know what? I'm going to make it 10. 10 mil. Nice even number, yeah? Let's do it. You can still hear that hard spot. That's going to be hot as hell. It is. That's 10 mil. So, I was going to try and get these all done before I went in today, but I'm not going to, but I might do another 4. And then what I'll do is I'll take this video and I will edit it and upload it, just this time because, so I've got part 1, it's out there, because there's not going to be a lot over the next few days because tomorrow's Boxing Day, not Boxing Day, you idiot, Christmas Eve, and tonight we're going down to the Fisherman's Co-op at Wickham to get our Christmas seafood. And that's an all-nighter. We go down there well, 10 o'clock tonight we leave here, 2-hour drive. We get there at midnight and then we park ourselves in the chair next to the door and stay there until it opens at 7. Get our shit and then get home. So tomorrow I'll probably go to sleep once I get home because I won't sleep tonight at all. So, yeah, and then you got Christmas Day and then Boxing Day, it's sort of you spend all day in a food coma. So maybe, when's Boxing Day? Thursday. Friday I might be able to get out of here and do something. But I'll get this up because I do want to get part 1 up. The next lot there'll probably be a little bit more work in between uploads, but that's cool enough. Let me get this out and we'll get the next lot in. I'll bring you back in a sec. I think there's the one of the buttons I just machined, and there's one that's unmachined. So you can see there. So it's not a lot of difference really, only about 5 mil. But that'll clean these up, make them true, give me something to reference when I do the inside, and I'll get a little bit more overlap on my cutters. So, and that'll bring the centres a little bit closer together. So I'll get these others on. Alright, a slightly different angle this time. Let's see how we go. Might have to change the jig. Let's see.
Home on the street side, the food in need. You sure really know. How can we fix things? Homes explain things we should already know.
Yep, that tip is root. I'll bring you back in a second.
Everything needs to change. Everything needs to change. Oh, change. You got your tongue out and don't got a phone on the road to nowhere.
Near the lathe labouring. I changed the whole tool, not just the tip. Different tool. Hasn't got quite a tight point on it. So now I'm going to have to reset the whole thing because now, and I've got lights here in my friggin' way. I don't know how it's affecting the video, but we shall plod along. What do we end up with? 140.5, 140 and a half we end up with. And at present time, we have 149.3. So another 5 mil to go, or 4 mil. No, hang on. Let's say 140, got another 9 mil come off, idiot. Yeah, 9 mil. Spastic. Righto. Let's see what it is about destroying the machine.
Many promises go unattended, but politics are weirdest thing. We need to vote them out of office and make them sure. Make them sure. Make them sure. Make them sure.
Another 0. And I've got to be careful because as you cut with the intermittent cut, it's shaking the tool post out. $149.23. What's the other one? 140 and a half. $8.7 is going to come off. Righto, let's see how we go.
Everything needs to change. Everything needs to change. Oh, change.
Fuck. Shook it out of gear.
You got your tongue out and thought got a bone on the road to nowhere. Whole lot of visions and many divisions and must be aware. Now that you're looking up by the foot, ain't no why, don't you know?
now starting to chatter. It's only a half a mil cut, half mil deep. Alright, I'll have to clean this one up again. I'm going to bust the tip. No, I'll just clean this one up again and do another measurement. So I'll just do the same cut. This is a pain. Let me bring you back in a minute. Let's go try and sort something out with this tooling, see what the hell's going on. I'll bring you back shortly. As you can see, I'm running out of tips. My tooling is just inadequate. Get these little piddly ass bloody pieces of shit. And that's one thing I will be upgrading is my tooling. Yes, I've used the boring bar. Turn it upside down and run the machine backwards. So that's going to work. So let me just zoom in a little bit so you can see what's going on. Yeah. So we'll just keep travelling along. I've got another 5 mil to take off, so. See what we got. Let's see if I've got working verniers first because I dropped them on the floor. They appear to be working. Should be about a mil. Okay, 142. 1.5 exactly. It's okay. These, the tolerance on these is fairly, loose because they're only a slow moving part and there is clearance. So I'd like to say plus or minus 0.2. It's about 8/1000th of an inch for my American friends. that should be size. Yes, we've got 0. $140.4. So that's within my own set tolerance. So plus or minus 0.2, it's only 0.1. So undo this. Take these off. Oh shit! Oh, I've got plenty of washers. And I'll bring you back in a sec. Hold on. Alrighty. There we go. We've got 8 down, 16 to go. If I had some decent tooling, it'd be a lot quicker, a lot easier, but as I keep saying, you can only piss with the deck that you got. Yeah, so that'll do for today. I mean, I've got my jig done. I've got 1/3 of those done. When I come back Friday, I'll finish doing these. And then I'll look at these and see what we're going to do with them. So I might even put those on because these things are out by a friggin' mile. Might see if I can get those to fit on my jig and just take a skim on the outside. I should be able to machine that because I hit it with a file and I can file. If I can file it, I can machine it. So that'll just be a lot lower speed because it's a lot harder. So yeah. It's certainly a pain. I don't know. I mean, let me get that nice and close. I don't know if anybody's watching this. Does that look laser cut? Because as I say, you can see, I don't know if you can see the marks on the back where they've chipped the slag off. And the way that's cut, that looks more like a friggin' flame cut to me than laser. Either that or the machine they were using is too small to cut this thickness of steel, because they're all the same. They've all got that same fault, and you see every single one of them where they've chipped the slag off it. So I don't know, anybody out there that's, I know I did have one fella said he was a profile cutter. If you're watching this one, buddy, let me know what you think. You think I've been gypped? Well, not me, but my supplier, because they didn't do them in-house because they don't have a laser cutter, they only have plasma. And as I say, ultimately I would prefer to have a bloody plasma cut, because I know you won't get this sort of crap. Anyway, here's what it is. Thanks for hanging around again, and I will see you for part 2. I don't know how much I'll get done. I might even film machining these, and that'll be part 2 before I do anything else, okay? So until next time, people, thank you for tuning in. Until then, stay safe. Peace.